I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, this is the happy place. And we
Speak on it.
She the
Speak
one
on
you
it.
say.
Speak on it.
I heard that.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Jennifer Hudson's journey has always been shaped by survival. Heartbreak touched her life early, and it never came just once. When she let her guard down and fell for Common, it looked like she had finally found calm after years of hurt. But the peace didn't last, and the promises faded into painful lessons. Behind the fame sits a woman who has faced more suffering than most ever see. Long before the world knew her name, tragedy struck brutally. In 2008, she lost her mother, brother, and nephew in a heartbreaking act of violence. Still, she rose from that darkness, earning Grammys, an Oscar, and the respect of millions. Then came David Otunga. What began as love slowly turned controlling and tense. For Jennifer, walking away wasn't defeat. It was survival for her own life and the safety of her son.
Speaking of EGOTs from the South Side, Jennifer Hudson, yes. Your girlfriend, how special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life. The friendship,
The headlines made waves, but Jennifer Hudson lived the real story behind them. Through heartbreak and public scrutiny, she kept showing up, smiling in interviews, performing on stage, living fully, because she's a fighter, a survivor. When rumors started about her and Common on the Bree set, fans weren't just curious, they were hoping, believing maybe this time Jennifer had found someone who truly saw her heart. Her soft smiles beside Common hinted at trust, healing, and love being slowly found again. He seemed like a dream, a thinker, a poet, a man who treated love as sacred. Yet history tells a different story. Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish, Ava DuVernay, all remarkable women who once stood beside him and quietly walked away, leaving only echoes of what could have been.
Of all time, and just this pure artist, man. Like, she's a special artist, but then to have someone who, most importantly, when it comes to relationship, is just like, it's like equal yoke. Y'all can.
After heartbreak, number 5 or 6, people stopped asking what went wrong and started asking why it always happened. In a rare, open moment, Common admitted he struggles with a love addiction. Not about intimacy or sex, but the rush that comes at the start. The butterflies, the chase, the thrill of being desired. When that high fades, he moves on. He's spoken about therapy and self-growth, but real healing isn't just words. It's about the hearts you leave intact. When Jennifer Hudson entered the picture, the pattern was hard to miss. Common was charming, romantic, and magnetic, but commitment was always absent. Fans hoped for change, yet past history cast a shadow. If it didn't last with Serena, Taraji, or Tiffany, could this relationship be any different?
He's the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower.
But I mean, I just wish Lonnie would tell the truth. You bisexual.
From red carpets to quiet dinners in Chicago and New York, a different picture started to emerge. This wasn't just another Hollywood romance or one of Common's passing flings. It was something rare. 2 people who had endured hardships, choosing peace over chaos. No flashy posts, no staged moments, no drama. Just a quiet, steady connection. Common called their bond a blessing, praising the growth and healing it brought. And Jennifer? She wasn't performing for the world. She was truly living. Friends saw it. The ease in her laughter, the freedom in her spirit, the weight she had carried for years, finally lifting. For the first time in a long while, Jennifer Hudson had a love that felt honest, calm, and strong enough to exist away from the spotlight.
Very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like...
I love that you used the word happy place.
No, but seriously, it's like, for me, it's one of those things where I found where I can... Seeing her happy actually makes me real.
The love that seems safest can sometimes hurt the most, quietly without warning. It started with subtle shifts, a fleeting glance, a canceled dinner, a smile that didn't quite reach the eyes. Nothing scandalous, nothing made the headlines, but fans could feel the change. The spark dimmed. Appearances together disappeared. Common was soon seen on red carpets alone, the closeness he once had with Janifer Hudson replaced by formal distance. Then came the rumors. Common spotted getting cozy with someone new, and that same magnetic charm that once captivated now fueled suspicion. Sources say he spoke about Janifer in private. Words careful enough to deny, but pointed enough to sting. Love doesn't always crash. Sometimes it just fades. Until silence tells the whole story.
Found myself in what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that.
The moment that changed everything happened quietly. No media frenzy, no screaming headlines, but it hit hard for those closest to them. Rumor has it, Common was ready to propose, yet Janifer Hudson, steady and composed, simply said no. No drama, no fight, just honesty. She wasn't ready after all she had faced. Common loves the excitement, the thrill of pursuit, but when love demands patience, he often steps back. Janifer, still carrying old wounds, questioned whether she could let her heart fully open again. Her hesitation made sense. In 2008, she tragically lost her mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew. Later, her relationship with David Otunga appeared solid, but was shadowed by control. Over time, Janifer realized that keeping her peace sometimes means walking away, even from someone she loves.
Here at the Happy Place, we like to respect people's privacy, so I'm not gonna ask you too many more questions about that.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody wanna know, so I had to...
Yeah.
Ms. Hudson had to get into that thing.
We keep it private, but I want to acknowledge how wonderful she is, how great she is, so that's good.
Yes, I feel that same way about my partner.
Janifer Hudson's love life has never been simple. Years back, she accused David Otunga of emotional abuse, claiming he called nonstop, grew jealous, and even used their son to keep tabs on her. She sought a protective order, worried for her own safety. Otunga denied everything and was later cleared. But the wounds didn't disappear. Then Common came along, charming, soulful, and steady. But Janifer couldn't ignore her past. She knew love without peace wasn't worth it. Her caution wasn't about him, but about not losing herself again. When that feeling of safety never fully arrived, she walked away quietly. No public fights, no statements. Just the quiet absence of love that once seemed so certain.
Partnership, the life partnership, just the connection. Inspiring to have somebody who's as talented and just soulful and like gifted and can do all these different things and is one of the greatest folks.
Fans were left wondering, had Janifer Hudson and Common simply decided to keep things private? Or was something breaking apart behind closed doors? Weeks turned into months. The photos, the smiles, the red carpet moments vanished. Neither of them spoke publicly. In Hollywood, quiet often tells the loudest story. For Janifer, it may have been about safeguarding her peace. She survived heartbreak before and didn't want to put it on display. For Common, it might have been respect or a way to control his image, or maybe just acceptance. Public love often fades in private. Their relationship ended softly. No drama, no statements, just space. And that calm exit somehow made the world notice even more. When Common appeared alone and Janifer disappeared from view, the statement was unmistakable. The interview stopped. Her Instagram grew quiet. Jennifer Hudson said nothing. No statements, no explanations, just silence that spoke volumes. She had learned the hard lessons. Love can turn toxic, trust can crumble. So when Common allegedly brought up proposals and forever, Jennifer didn't jump in. She pulled back. It wasn't distance. It was about protecting herself. Those closest to her noticed the signs. Shifting moods, disappearing acts, words that didn't match actions. It all felt too familiar. She had been through more and come out stronger. For Jennifer, love isn't only passion. It's safety, honesty, and self-respect. She left quietly, with dignity, without apology. For Common, it may have felt like rejection. For her, it was survival.
Why can't anybody just be honest? They're waiting for Chrissy Teigen to get plastic surgery and end up Jackie O so that they can be roommates and make musicals together. Let's just be real.
Okay.
He'd rather spend time with John Legend than any of these bitches.
In Hollywood, a rising star can change everything around her. Jennifer Hudson was shining at her peak. Her talk show a hit, her music legendary, and her acting career still glowing. Every stage she touched, she owned. At the same time, Common's spotlight started to fade. His newest films went largely unnoticed. His music attracted smaller crowds. Sources say he could feel it. The distance, the insecurity, the subtle sting of being outshone. Slowly, he drifted away, even stopped celebrating her wins. Jennifer, however, refused to dim her light. She'd weathered storms far bigger than this. She kept growing, glowing, and evolving. Sometimes love doesn't collapse in drama. It quietly fades when one heart keeps climbing while the other stops moving forward. No dramatic interviews, no messy headlines. Jennifer Hudson and Common did something rare in the spotlight. They left each other quietly. That's what makes their story so haunting. It wasn't about betrayal or fear of commitment. It was about two people who truly wanted love, but couldn't make it last. Perhaps Jennifer's heart was still guarded, still healing. Perhaps Common was still figuring himself out. They may have wished time could mend what was broken. But love isn't always that simple. It needs timing, honesty, and courage. When it ended, there was no chaos, only gentle silence, soft reflections, and memories of a bond that once felt unbreakable. Even the strongest hearts can let go quietly.